and welcome to the BCSORP MDT/CAD tutorial for 2018. If this is not 2018, or this is later in the year, please check and make sure this is the most up-to-date MDT CAD tutorial. I will show you more tutorials in the future on how to use different parts of this CAD. This tutorial today is to help show newcomers or returning people to BCSORP's CAD system. All members in our community will have to use the MDT CAD at one point or another. So, if you're having any problems other than this, please contact your chain of command in whatever department you are in. If you're having a problem contacting your chain of command, go to another department's lower chain of command and see if they can help you. And if not, they can go up and find you the correct authority and help. Remember, never go directly to the top of the chain of command, because this would cause problems, and that is why we have a chain of command, is so that the problems and things that need to be corrected can be sorted out throughout the correct people. Now, let's begin. What you'll have to type in is bcrp-cad.com and search it, whether it be Internet Explorer, Microsoft Edge, or Google Chrome. What should pull up would be BCRP CAD/MDT. If this does not search up, try and refresh the page or search up and down the page to see if it is anywhere else. You do not want to click on Blaine County Roleplay Community Home or BCSORP 911. These two are part of the primary website, and this is a secondary website for the CAD and MDT. You want to make sure that you are on the secondary website, not the primary. So, what this would do is click and bring you to this page. For security reasons, I cannot show you by clicking on that because it would immediately bring up personal information that we do not want to be shown. So, if you are already signed up, then your email will immediately be put in here, and all you have to do is type in your password. Remember, always log out from the MDT CAD when done with RP. So, what you'll do is if you have your email and your password ready to go, you just click log in. From there, if you do not have it, or you've just forgotten your password, just go and click forgot password, and it'll show you how to reset your password like any other website. So, if this is your first time here, or you just need to reset yourself completely on your password, or just get access, all you must do is click request access. Now I have this set up so that you can see what could happen. So, you'll have to put a name here, whatever name you want to put for RP. We suggest using your real name, which, let's say the person who wants to sign up is Jack, and let's say the last name is Kyle. So what they would do is put Jack and then K, and make sure you have the dot at the end. Then you put your Gmail, or any other form of email, such as Yahoo or Outlook, or even Hotmail. Then you put in a password. It can be even as low as 4 letters or numbers. And you just reconfirm it from below it. Then you put in your access password, which will be given to you by a BCSORP admin, or one of your chain of command members can give it to you, if they have the access to give you that. So, because I have this all set up, let me go ahead and sign in to BCSORP's CAD, and I'll show you what the home page looks like. Again, this is simple and all easy to do. If you are able to donate, please donate at our website or contact one of your chain of command to help donate to pay for our systems. These systems are not cheap, and they do cost hundreds of dollars a year just to maintain. So, let me go and cover up the page so that I can sign in, so you do not see the email or password that I have used. I have mine set on my homepage, so all I must do is click on the homepage, and it will bring me to the website. But I would have to type in my password, because I signed out, and you always want to make sure you sign out. So, from here, you'll see the name you put in will be at the top. From here, it should bring you to the statistics and leaderboard page. Above it should say, "Welcome to Blaine County Roleplay Community Cast System." Or if there's something else going on, it can change from time to time depending on the activities or events. Today is Memorial Weekend, so we are planning on having a memorial. Sometimes this may say, "Welcome Blaine County Roleplay Community Cast System," or it could say, "Happy Memorial Day, Happy 4th of July," depending on however the team who runs this decides to put up. As you can see, under the statistics and leaderboard, which will be the first thing you see, and it will be the only thing on this part of the page, you can check your stats and refresh them at any time by clicking on this button. As you can see, I've written 4 tickets, warnings, arrests, calls responded, and calls generated. You can see how much more stuff I do with dispatch than actual LEO. I do have partial dispatch, so I do have control over different sections on this. I'll show you that later. So, you'll have your top 5 of all 5 sections. Top 5 ticket writers, warning writers, and arresters. These are only for law enforcement agencies. These are the only people who will be shown underneath these 3 tabs. Here will be LEOs or dispatch. If you see the call responders, this will be for the LEOs, whoever responded to the scene, and who has been accepted and has been set on a call. Call generators are dispatchers who have set up calls, as you can see here. Now, constantly this will change after every RP to see who is the highest. Currently, as you can see, in the dispatching side, Chris S. has 91 calls generated. I have 76. Underneath, for third place, is K9 Officer Jaden with 69. In fourth place is SEAL Team Rick 58 with 58. And these will constantly change after every RP and will constantly be updated. If they've not seen be updated in a while, just go ahead and click the refresh button right here on the bottom side or in the middle of the screen right here where it says your stats. You do not have to go up and click the refresh button in the top left-hand corner of your screen or wherever it may be. So, once you load in and once you've looked over all this and just checked it out, your name is up here, or even if this isn't correct for some reason, all you have to do is click My Account. Now again, for security reasons, I must go ahead and cover this up so that I can access it. All you must do is click the My Account button to load you in. Now, let me clear out my personal information. It may take a second to load due for multiple information. It has to load through multiple different people's information to make sure you are using the correct name and setup. So, let me clear this. Okay, now, as you can see under your account, it should have the name you put in. You'll have your email, which I've had to clear out due to personal reasons, and your Steam account. You'll have your unit numbers, or your identifiers, as is called for other people. And as you can see, Delta 5 Delta 29 would be my sheriff's unit. Control 129 is dispatch, and this is the name I have for my civilian side. Now, this is not the name you'll use for every single one of your civilian characters. This is just the base name that you can use as an identifier for people to help fix your situations throughout RP. All these will be shown and are very important, and none of these will be here. So let's say I have just signed up and I've left the BCSO. All I would do is go here and click the red trash can icon, and that would clear the unit number. And it's easy for you to bring back at any time. So, let's say I've joined the Highway Patrol, and I need to set up a Highway Patrol number. So, I put 2 Paul dash, because all units are set differently. Paul units are Highway Patrol. Delta units are sheriffs. Kilo are K9 for sheriff. Foxtrot is higher ranking, such as sheriffs. And King are usually for the LSPD. Now, let's say I've joined a new group. Let's put 2 Paul 29. And it's easily load up and set just like that by clicking the added button. Now, due to this not being correct, I'm going to go ahead and clear that. Of course, I already have these 3, so I can easily show. Once you're done, all you must do is click Save and you'll be set to go. Now, I'll go ahead and fix that later with my email, but for now, let's return home. All of this stuff will be simply available for you at any time. When it's time for you to go for a patrol for RP, or you just need to fix something, or you just want to look over something, you can click Patrol. And this is where your different departments are. As you can see, first would be San Andreas Highway Patrol on the left-hand side. Next to that would be Blaine County Sheriff's Office. Next to that would be the City of Los Santos, which would be the LSPD. Then you have your fire and EMS. Then underneath that will be your dispatcher for 911 San Andreas Communications, or your civilians tab, which I'll go over different tabs in the future date. So, for an example, you have civilians, Blaine County Sheriff's Office, and dispatcher. These three I have access to. The other three I do not. So, for example, if I want to sneak in here and try and say, "Ooh, I want to mess something up for them," sorry, but you are not approved and you have no access into this. But let's say I want to go and check out the dispatchers. I can easily click on this and it'll load me into this. It'll say BCSORP. You can click on that and click on your identifier. If there's not an identifier here, then all you must do is click here and it'll take you right to your account settings and you can create one. I already have one up, so let's click Control 129. In RP, you can say through the Discord as Control 129 is 1041-10.8 active primary dispatch, or secondary, or so on and so forth. So, let's see if there's anything need to be cleared. As you can see, it'll load you up, and it may take a second to load through. Once it's all loaded in, you can easily select it and change it to night mode, and as you can see, everything's been cleaned up correctly and set. This is what the dispatcher is. Each and every department will have a different way. So, I'm here, so let me go ahead, and as it says, you must log out. You always must log out throughout each and every step. So that way no one can easily mess with you, or it may even cause problems for admins trying to fix other people's problems. So, I'll show you again 5 Delta 29 here, and I click continue. This way, now for this side, this will show the control units, what I showed before, will show that 5 Delta 29 is on. So whenever I click 1041, this will show up where I just showed you, and it will say that the unit is 1041. And I can say I'm 10.6, 10.7, on a 10.11, or 10.8. I'll go over this in more depth and detail in a later point in time. So let's log out. So, and it will tell you your patrol time, your start and your end, is you went 10.41, 10.8, or not. So, then you click in for civilians. This is what their CAD will look like. And again, this is just to show the different types and show that you are on and active. So, as you can see, you collect the character, and there you go. And this is what it looks like. I'll go over all these in depth later at point in time, but for now, that is all I must show you for the 2018 CAD/MDT tutorial for BCSO RP. If you are watching this for the first time and you're thinking about joining, I highly recommend that you join and take some time to experience all the good things that BCSO RP has to offer. If you have already joined and you are just coming in to figure out how to set this up, or you're just a returning member, I say welcome and or welcome back. Hopefully you have a great time in BCSO RP, and I hope to see you out there. Have a good time, and stay safe, my friends.